Now, scripts give us clues, but writers give us very little, actually, right? They might say, Mary grew up blah, 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 and a few facts. It's up to you to fill in the rest. Based on the text, and this is a big, big point, based on the text, we invent and imagine the rest. We don't create a backstory that has nothing to do with what's in the text. Sometimes my students will come in and say, my character was an abused child. And I'll say, well, how do you know that? I just know it. If there's no evidence for it in the script, we don't do that. We have to substantiate the portrait that we see in the text and use the text as our guideline to create the backstory. Now, when you're working on a backstory, do not sit at your computer and write 30 pages of backstory that you will never be able to remember. Okay? If you have to read a backstory, it is of no use to you. It has to live inside you. It has to be a story that you are connected to. Notice that my step is phrased, who am I? That's not by accident. When you speak about a role you are playing, speak in the first person. It's not just semantics. It's about finding yourself in the character. Uta Hagen said it the best. She said, it's not about losing yourself in a role, it's about finding yourself in a role. Finding yourself in every role. That's not cheating, that's being smart. So wherever you can see yourself in the character, do so. Wherever you can use your own background, do so. So if your character grew up in a small town and so did you, use where you grew up. If your character grew up in a big city, you didn't, but there's a city you know well, use where you know. Use as much of yourself every single time.